Racist cop arrests black federal judge. Bodycam exposes everything. A routine traffic stop is supposed to last minutes. This one lasted long enough to cost the city $1.7 million, end a police career, and expose how quickly authority collapses when bias replaces law. It began with a question that wasn't really a question. "What are you doing in this car?" The man answered calmly, "I'm driving it." The officer didn't like that answer. "Where did you steal it from?" That single assumption would follow everyone involved all the way into a federal courtroom. Stay with this story, because what breaks here isn't just procedure. It's the illusion of immunity. The patrol car lights cut through the quiet road as the luxury sedan pulled over without hesitation. Behind the wheel sat a black man in his late 40s. Calm posture, hands visible, tailored suit. To the officer approaching the window, something felt wrong. Not legally wrong, just personally wrong. Too clean, too expensive, too out of place for this neighborhood. No stolen vehicle alert, no erratic driving, no reason to escalate. But the decision had already been made. License and registration. The driver complied immediately, moving slowly and deliberately. Not out of fear, but experience. Every motion measured, every reach intentional. The documents matched the plates, the address checked out. None of it mattered. The officer didn't relax. His suspicion hardened. "Step out of the vehicle." The driver paused, just long enough to ask the only lawful question available. "May I ask why?" "Because I told you to." He stepped out calmly, taller than the officer, hands visible, neutral expression. The officer circled him slowly. "This your car?" "Yes." "Funny. Vehicles like this don't usually belong to people like you." The sentence hung in the air, heavy, unmistakable. The driver didn't raise his voice. He didn't argue. He asked one question. "I'm going to ask you to explain exactly what you mean by that." The officer didn't answer. He reached for his radio. Dispatch confirmed what the officer already knew. The vehicle was clean, registered to the driver. No theft report. Still, the officer wasn't finished. "Step back." "For what reason?" "Don't argue with me." "I'm not arguing," the man replied calmly. "I'm documenting." That word triggered something. The officer grabbed the man's arm, twisted it behind his back, and snapped the cuff shut. "You are being detained on suspicion of driving a stolen vehicle." The man closed his eyes briefly. Not in fear, but calculation. At the station, the judge requested a supervisor. He was ignored. His belongings were removed. His wallet opened. Then a federal identification badge appeared. The room went quiet. "Fake," the officer said quickly. The judge looked at him calmly. "That badge number you're wearing," he said, "will be entered into evidence." A lieutenant arrived. He asked two questions. The judge answered both. The cuffs came off. The cell door opened. But the damage was already permanent. The judge made one phone call. "Preserve everything. Body cam, dash cam, audio logs." The footage told the entire story. Assumption without cause, escalation without justification. The lawsuit followed. Discovery revealed patterns. Depositions collapsed defenses. The city wanted a quiet settlement. The judge refused. The jury didn't take long. Liability found. $1.7 million awarded. Not for money, for accountability. The officer resigned before termination. On that same road, traffic still flows. One night, a patrol car slows behind a luxury vehicle. The officer hesitates, runs the plates, asks questions, then lets the driver go. Nothing happens. And that, more than the verdict, is the real outcome. Subscribe for real courtroom stories where the record speaks louder than excuses.